Okay, so this is definitely the first time na napaisip ako sa isang full review ko of a smartphone na wag ko na kayang sabihin yung cons nito. Like sa sobrang sulit and sa sobrang baba ng presyo ng phone na to for what it's offering is, yeah, wag ko na kayang sabihin yung cons. Pero this is still a full review. So obviously, sasabihin ko pa din yung cons dito kahit ganong kababa yung presyo neto. Or siguro kahit ano pang product na i-feature ko dito sa channel unless na lang kung bayaran ako ng kumpanya to say good things about the phone. Ewan ko. Pero dito ako sa full review ko ng itel RS4. De charot lang. itel RS4 is sasabihin ko nga yung pros and cons neto as always. Okay, so medyo naguguluhan ako sa pricing. So dito kasi sa Shopee is ang price niya as of making this video is 6,299. So if I'm not mistaken, ito ata dapat talaga yung MSRP neto or baka for this month lang is 6,299 yung presyo niya. So yung nasa akin nga ngayon is yung 8GB, 128GB variant which in my opinion, yeah, bitin para sa akin ang 128. May micro SD card slot to, so wag yan ang problemahin yan. Available siya in 3 color options. So, Lurex Black, Silvery White, and Elegant Beige. And ito yung isa sa mga few smartphones na mapapaisip ka, kumikita pa ba yung kumpanya dito? So, I've been using the itel RS4 for about a week and this is my full review. And before we begin, ito nga ang full specs ng itel RS4. So, one thing about this device, so right off the bat, napapansin nyo, is yung camera bump niya. Like, yung camera system niya is sa unang tingin, lalo na sa mga, well, first time makakita nito, is siguro, ang ganda ng camera system nito kasi, you know, ayan. Well, it's not. Don't be fooled by this. Not to say that it's a bad camera, mamaya nyo malaman yun. Pero first off muna dito sa RS4 is yung build quality and design. Now, pagdating sa build, it's okay. Yun na lang yung masasabi ko. Like, of course, they had to make a compromise considering the price of this phone. So, plastic back, plastic frame, tapos glass front, which hindi in-specify ni itel like what specific glass ang gamit nila dito. Most likely an older version of Corning Gorilla Glass. Pero, build is just okay. So, as makikita nyo naman, there is some flexing if I try to bend it. So, either from the front or back yun. It's okay. So I'm not particularly a buff or big person, pero as nakita niyo naman, na-flex ko quite a bit. But still, overall, it's okay. So, pagdating sa design neto, so as nakita niyo naman, parang napakabilis na smartphone. Unang makikita mo sa likod. But it's fast for its price, lalo na sa tulong ng 720p display neto, which I'll discuss more in a bit. So, yan nga. Nakalagay nga yung super dyan. Tapos parang may racing stripe pa tayo dito. Yung RS badge na nandito. Ang 3 na punch out dito, which at first glance is akalain mo na triple camera setup to, pero dual lang. So, itong parang isa na to is more of a depth sensor, which I'm not sure if I should consider that as another camera sensor. Pero yun nga. Tapos ito nga yung LED flash niya. Tapos yung parang metallic ring surrounding the camera bump is mag-greenish siya para dito sa white na color option. Tapos sa labas lang netong camera ring is meron tayong black outline. So right side naman ng device is ang power button / fingerprint scanner, which sobrang namimiss ko ang physical fingerprint scanner lalo na sa mga flagship phones, but unfortunately nag-transition na lahat halos sa mga under display fingerprint scanner. So nice and clicky naman for the most part. And pati ang volume rockers natin. Sa left side is ang SIM card tray which can house 2 nano SIMs and 1 micro SD card. So that's one of the reasons kung bakit hindi mo na kailangan bilhin yung higher variant neto or higher storage variant, which more memory then yes, pero for the chipset here you don't need the extra memory. Maniwala kayo sa akin. So sa top nga is ang top speaker grill nakalagay dyan, designed by itel. Sa bottom naman, we do have good old jack, which maganda din yung output dyan as long as you're using a good pair of headphones. Microphone natin, USB Type-C charging port, and ang bottom firing speaker. So for a smartphone that's under 10K, or well, as of making this video nga, 6K lang siya to get dual stereo speakers here. That's pretty insane. Although one thing na nag-compromise talaga dito is, well, front. So, hindi necessarily yung glass mismo, may hole punch ka pa din dyan, pero ang thick ng bezels niya, lalo na yung chin na yan, it's quite thick, mga kaibigan. And definitely yung side bezels niya and yung top bezel is not the thinnest I've seen. Tapos actually right next to the earpiece speaker grill is meron tayong front-facing flash. So ayan, kung trip mo mag-selfie at night is meron kang front-facing flash. Tapos moving on naman sa 6.56 inch na display nito, IPS LCD, 720p but 120Hz siya. Now, while to a lot of people, yeah, bad thing siguro na 720p to. For me, that's actually a good thing because sobrang advantageous yun, especially for a budget smartphone that's being advertised as a gaming smartphone. So, ibig sabihin nun, mas less stress yung GPU neto, which of course, I'm gonna discuss more in the performance part of this review. So, yan nga, 120Hz. And siguro, ang one main weakness talaga, masasabi ko sa display neto, is yung brightness. It's not the brightest. It is a bit of a struggle to see in direct sunlight. Now, I wouldn't say it's bad yung display neto. Yun lang talaga masasabi ko na main weakness niya is yung brightness, and as nakikita niyo naman is viewing angles. And moving on naman sa cameras neto, which at first glance, yeah, malamang isipin mo, wow, ang yayamanin. Mukhang napakaganda ng camera neto. Well, believe me, it's not. Again, at first glance, baka akalain mo triple cameras yan, pero dual lang, or in this case, baka mamaya itong 50 megapixel sensor lang talaga yung nag-iisang sensor dito. Kasi sa GSM Arena and pati sa website mismo ng itel is hindi binanggit at all yung parang depth sensor niya. Tapos as nakita niya naman yung pangatlong butas na yan is MM lang. Or baka siguro dumating na tayo sa point na hindi na na-recognize yung depth sensor as a camera sensor. So, ayun. And para sa akin, ito talaga yung main compromise ni itel pagdating dito sa RS4 kasi pictures taken in good lighting tapos off yung kahit anong mga AIBS dito, they're okay. You can take some okay shots out of this. Yun lang talaga masasabi ko, they're okay. It's not bad. I'd like to say it's just okay. Pagdating naman sa mga low light shots is nagpo-fall apart siya. Yun lang yung pan-describe ko doon. Nagpo-fall apart siya. And yes, meron ka ding super night mode dito. It does an okay job din. But a bit of a different story naman pagdating sa video side, which actually quite solid yung video quality that you can get out of the RS4. Okay, so ito yung vlog test gamit yung itel RS4 recording in 2560 by 1440. Yes, surprisingly para sa smartphone that costs under 10K, you can actually record in 2K. Wawang intense. And this is using the main 50 megapixel sensor. Pero in this resolution is wala kang stabilization options. Although available siya if you're recording in 1080p. Tapos this time, this is using the front-facing camera, still recording in 2560 by 1440. Yes, surprisingly, you can do that. But for something that costs under 10K, this is actually not bad at all. Ngayon, ang una pa lang is mababa na yung expectations ko para sa camera performance nito. For the price, yeah, you really can't complain. Ang strongest point ng itel RS4 is performance. So, this is running on Android 13 on top of itel OS version 13.5. Ngayon, masasabi ko, just browsing through the UI, opening, closing apps is snappy. Yeah, UFS storage to. Surprisingly for this price, besides the really solid performer na MediaTek Helio G99 na nandito, you can have a few apps open in the background, no problem. Pero again, tulad nga ng binanggit ko sa 720p display neto, which is actually an advantage in this case. So, ang mangyayari kasi, since it is powering a lower resolution display, yung Mali G57 MC2 na nandito, less stress siya. So, ibig sabihin nun, better performance, which this actually offers. Ngayon, yes, tinry ko nga ang itel RS2 dito, pero while yeah, you can technically run it, pero if okay lang sa inyo maglaro ng ganito, nasa inyo na yun mga kaibigan. Pero yung 5 games na tinas ko is Call of Duty, Farlight, Genshin, PUBG Mobile, and Wild Rift. Tapos for the most part is smooth naman siya in all these 5 games. Of course, sa mga graphic settings na makikita nyo right before each game test. And ang highest temp na nakuha ko dito is of course when playing Genshin is 42 degrees Celsius lang. Tapos if ever lang naman na tethered ka sa wall outlet and gusto mo mas bumaba yung temps mo, is of course may option ka for bypass charging. For a phone of this price, that's actually quite insane. Tapos para naman sa power button / fingerprint scanner neto, it's fast and accurate for the most part. So very nice. Again, sobrang nakakamiss in having a physical fingerprint scanner. Tapos actually para sa speaker quality neto, it's insane na in-offer ng itel yung RS4 at this price, tapos with these dual stereo speakers.
With my allowance money in high school, and I found a Windows Media Center remote in the PCI slot that wasn't in any of the other reviews. So the first thing I decided to do was talk through it in a video so that anyone else who bought the laptop after me.
So yan yung speaker quality nito. So performance on the RS4 is definitely the strongest point. And last up naman is yung 5,000 mAh battery nito, which yun pa actually isa pang advantage in having a 720p display is you can save a lot on battery life. So para dito sa 5,000 mAh battery, with my medium to heavy use is I can easily get 6 hours of screen on time with over 50% left. So of course, as always, combination niya na social media, watching videos, some gaming, and picture taking. Tapos if ever lang naman na mapatay mo to before the end of the day, pero siguro para sa akin, this is easily a 2-day battery life for most people, unless na lang siguro kung gamer ka. If ever nga na mapatay mo yan before the end of the day, is you do have a 45-watt charger which you can charge the RS4 from 1% to 100 in just 1 hour and 5 minutes. So yeah, wala naman nata ako nakalimutan banggitin dito sa itel RS4. If it wasn't obvious already, is sobrang sulit nga na smartphone na to. Like may weaknesses siya, pero for its price, expect mo na yon, and wag ka na lang mag-complain. So mga kaibigan nga, if naghanap ka ng isang budget meal na smartphone na wala ka malamang i-complain dito once na makuha mo na sa babayaran mo na price, you're not gonna complain. So props kay itel for making a banger of a smartphone. So yun nga yung full review ko dito sa itel RS4. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Of course, if gusto nyo bilhin to, then I'll leave the links in the description. Course, use my Shopee affiliate link pag bibili kayo, as napakalaking tulong din sa akin. Leaving a like as always is the easiest way to support the channel. Consider subscribing if you like my content, and pakiturn on po mga kaibigan ang notifications para lagi kayong updated sa mga videos ko. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Flip a bag, now I'm serving a Tesla. Going back, shawty with me, I stepped up. GTA for the ops, ain't no less stuff. Shawty born to be my angel, yeah, I'm blessed up. Cooking right up in the stew, gotta check the fan.